What's up, brothers and sisters? I am Noah, checking in from San Francisco, California. Today I'm making some angel bud and going out with my grandmother to shoot some videos about puer tea. This is how I travel with puer tea. I like to make it this way. Keeps it simple. This is a Stanley thermos. So I drop my angel bud in, then I throw boiling hot water in. And if I have friends, I bring extra cups. If I'm on my own, then I drink it on my own with a cup that is included. This one. Part of the reason I'm doing this is because yesterday my grandma called me lazy because I haven't been proactively working on the Zen and Tea business. Even though Zen and Tea's been making lots of sales and its orders are coming in, I still have to be proactive and work and keep it going. I have to put in the work into like the farm or the garden if I'm gonna expect a good sow. I guess I like puer tea because my dad loved puer tea, and I'm my dad's son. When he passed away last year, I carry on the puer tea. Yeah, puer tea tastes great, and it makes me feel great, but I think I like it for a deeper reason. I love it because when I drink it, I feel connected to something. I don't know what that is.
Do you feel that puer tea has more taste and more beneficial aspects to your body when you drink it rather than the common teas that you hear about?
I'm not too sure. I think it's pretty individualistic and subjective to each person their own, but I can say that I enjoy the benefits of puer tea because I feel like it's sipping wisdom and it's sipping age and it's sipping history, and I feel like I quite embody that information that tea holds when I drink it. I like the fineness of it. I like its character. Its character and essence. I like it. This is super cool. We have some Camellia sinensis plants right here in our area. I stand corrected, it's a Camellia japonica purity tree, but still close enough. My turn to have some tea.
Okay. How would you get puer tea here, say in San Francisco, if you wanted to buy puer tea?
I can speak for myself, and I know that my dad, when he shipped puer tea over, he got his own shipping container, and it was a shipping container that had nothing else on it, and he was really picky about what was on a shipping container with his tea, because tea soaks smells up and absorbs the characteristics of other things. So he didn't want any fish on his boat. He didn't want any pungent smells on his boat or other teas, matter of fact. So when he shipped his tea over, it was just his tea on that boat.
So if I were to buy tea from you, puer tea, I would know that I would be buying a tea in its purest form.
Pretty much.
And
pretty damn pure.
What I find interesting is that puer tea comes in various types. You can get round, flat, square. You could get small, round, little angel nests or heaven's nests.
It's like human beings. All shapes and sizes.
All shapes and sizes, right.
It's actually on our website. We have it, you could search by shape and form. So you can buy it by cake, brick, or bud, or loose.
I love the little buds. That's my favorite puer tea because...
The angel buds?
The angel buds, yeah, because even though I love the other tastes, that taste of tea, the other ones that we have had together, for me, the bud is the quickest.
It's like
I
instant.
just have to go up. I usually break it in half with my teeth.
You only drink half of it?
Yeah.
I drink the whole thing.
Because it gets very strong.
That's true. Yeah.
So half is just perfect for me. I can get 2 cups out of a half angel nest.
And that's like $3.
Yeah, and that's only $3. And then I have the other half.
How long does that last you usually?
So that lasts me 4 or 5 days.
Woo! So that's like, it's like less than 75 cents a day.
Yeah.
And you're getting like...
Of course, it depends on how often you drink tea. If you only drink tea once in a day, well, it's going to last.
Well, how often do you need tea?
I drink tea twice a day,
Just in the
sometimes
morning?
3, but twice, definitely.
You don't drink coffee
in the morning,
anymore?
I'm not a real coffee drinker.
You used to be?
No, never. I only drink coffee once in a while.
This is the way I see coffee versus tea. And I love coffee. Yesterday I had some blue bottle coffee. Oh, so good. And not acidic. I like things that are not acidic.
Yeah.
Now, I like tea because it is like a slow burning log for the energy, because it has the L-theanine in it. So it kind of like slowly releases that caffeine throughout the day, and I feel steady. But I feel like coffee is like a gas lighter fire. Like you throw gas into your body and just, you have energy, yeah, but only for like 30 minutes to an hour. Then I'm seeking out more coffee after that.
Yeah.
So,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like once I have my shot, then I need another shot. I like blue bottle coffee, and I suggest everyone go and buy their coffee. Like I had it yesterday while I was intermittent fasting, and we'll touch on that a little bit on how tea has helped you with your intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
I had blue bottle coffee after not eating for 2 days. I went to bed. I went to sleep.
Yeah.
But still, like consciously, it kept me up to finish this movie, because I was like falling asleep halfway through the movie. And our friend Jerry, she gave me some blue bottle coffee, and I tasted it, and it was so alkaline. It wasn't acidic, because acidic coffee is burned coffee.
Right.
Same thing with tea. Our tea is very alkaline, not acidic. And our tea is the same. You can drink it and go to sleep immediately.
I do, right.
It doesn't keep you up because it's good quality tea.
Right. I wouldn't drink coffee if I was on a fast.
You wouldn't?
No, I would not. I would not.
Average coffee.
I would not drink coffee, period. I would definitely drink tea.
Why?
Because tea settles in my stomach so much better than coffee.
And you've been fasting, what? She's
And
still fasting.
This is my 3rd day.
Third day fasting, no food.
I've only been on water and tea, and I feel fine. So I have had Puer tea during my fast, and I feel wonderful, energetic, and as he can see by the things I've done, even just today.
Gardening.
Gardening and cleaning and so forth. And now I'm at the park. This is my 3rd day, and we're walking, and eventually we'll be walking back to the car. And tonight I will taste your blue bottle coffee.
Jerry's.
I'm curious.
It's honestly, it's some really good coffee. And that's a thing in like these markets, coffee and tea. I don't think we're competitors. I think tea and coffee can be friends, and there's still enough market space for both of us. But there's like, it's hard to come by tea that isn't acidic, and it's hard to come by coffee that isn't acidic.
Yeah.
And blue bottle is coffee that is not acidic. Your stomach doesn't feel all acidy after. You don't get those like sour belches, acid reflux. That's what's so great about it.
I've never had that with tea, ever.
With our tea.
Yeah, with your tea.
I've drinking some tea. I'm not gonna lie, I've drinking some green tea and black tea that gives me the jitters.
Yeah.
That has just like, the caffeine is not mellowed
And
out.
has no taste whatsoever.
Has no taste, and also just taste all the same, if anything, like the Earl Grey.
They do.
They all taste the same. These have their own personalities.
Yeah, right.
These have their own like characteristics.
Sometimes Earl Grey is so perfumed that I can't drink it. What type did you blend the other day? That was so
Okay,
marvelous.
that was interesting. That was our raw Zen brick, which is of no longer. It's a dinosaur. It's extinct. There's no more of that.
Oh, no more.
It's a rarity, so I'm not even selling those anymore.
You have the last of those.
I have a few left, maybe like 20 left,
Oh,
and I'm not selling them anymore.
yeah.
They were going for $300.
Oh.
I'm not selling those anymore. But I mixed that with what did I mix it with? Golden Dragon, which is one of our rare aged black teas. It's a loose leaf. So I mixed some raw puer with and raw kind of tastes like black. Not gonna lie, with some black tea.
Well, that was a most marvelous tasting tea.
You like that blend?
I have ever tasted.
You like that blend?
Jerry was thrilled with it. It was so wonderful. She didn't have enough adjectives to describe how marvelous
it's like
the
a
taste
candy
was.
almost. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a fruitish, flowery candy.
Yeah, it was really lovely.
That's Camellia. It's a camellia, not Camellia sinensis, but of the same origin. This is where our tea comes from. Usually the tea trees are more like that size right here, small and bushy, but this is what a real tea tree looks like. Kind of like that size. Expensive old ones. The cool thing about our tea is we store our tea in a legit house. It's a house built for tea. It's a wooden house with drywall. It's
That's
not
right.
just a storage facility.
Yeah.
It's properly insulated. Actually, sunlight gets in. We don't keep it humidified and all this weird stuff that people like to do to their tea. Our tea is stored in a nice, dry, not overly dry, just human conditions, and that's what keeps our tea at its middle path level. It's not too dry, it's not too humidified. It's just where it needs to be.
Right, it's just perfect.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
perfect.
So that when you get a, what do you call those round ones or flat ones? Tea pack or tea?
The flat ones?
Yeah, what
The
is
flat
the name?
round ones? Cakes.
Cakes.
Because they kind of look like a cake.
Right, it looks like a cake. Right, and then you take as much as you want from that cake, and it stays wrapped and it stays fresh, and you just use as much as you want, and if you feel like having another type of tea, you can, because you know you can always return to that cake, and use your tea. What is that? Tea poker.
Tea pick.
And use your tea pick and just pick off just the right amount. That's another point. You pick off the amount that you want. You in a tea bag or in a loose tea. You're never quite sure how much really.
Yeah.
They always say a teaspoon, but with the cake, you have it there, and you can use your pick to pick off exactly as much as you desire.
Very
to make
custom,
right,
a custom amount.
to make a perfect cup of tea.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say a lot of things in America are measured out and are predetermined because of the Industrial Revolution. And what Puer culture brings to the table is the old ways of doing things, or not even old, just the natural ways of doing things, where you have a little more flexibility and freedom to choose exactly how much you want, and to customize it to fit you, because you're a human being and you don't fit into any square. I definitely don't. I've never fit into the squares and the labels and the measurements of other people. That's the thing. Create your own measurement.
Right.
It's something that's uncomfortable for people, is to make their own choices, is to decide on their own, like the simplest thing, choosing how much tea I'm gonna put in the pot. People always ask me, Noah, how much should I put in? And I say to them, choose on your own, follow your heart.
And a wonderful thing about these cakes also, or even the angel nest or heaven's nest, is that you know how much you like in your cup.
Yeah.
Then if you've got 4 or 5 guests, you know exactly how much to use.
Yeah. And what you get to share is your own personality and your own personal taste.
Right, yeah.
It's not about like some company choosing for you.
That's right.
We leave it up to you, the customer, to make those choices.
Right, that's good.
And it saves the price.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of money goes into oh God, I could go on forever. A lot of money goes into packaging a brick of tea into these little bags. What are these little bags made of? Paper, plastic.
Right.
What does that do? That causes pollution.
That's right.
Why do we need to do that part? You could do that part yourself. Right? And then it's cheaper. You save money. You're not paying for packaging. You're paying for tea.
And you could save the leaves for composting, especially when I need a more alkaline soil. It works very well.
Alkalinity. Oh my God. The thing is, tea is a gateway to good conversation, and you can tell a good tea by the conversation that it brings up and stems forth. And that's like the story behind the tea. And I can touch on the story behind this tea on later videos. It's a deep story. It's a long story.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Not all teas have that like beautiful stories. Some tea stories are just cut and dry and about business and money and
Right.
getting it out and selling it. This is not what this tea is about. It's an interesting story.
Right.
So yeah, I think
So-
that's good.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, with that, thank you for watching, and visit www.zenandtea.com and check out our offerings. We'll continue making some videos
Yeah.
about this, and I'll talk with some other people. Just keep on connecting to the emotional aspects of tea, because it's a plant medicine.
It
And
really
it's,
is.
It's a plant ally. It's a friend, and it's healthy.
And it soothes
It's wholesome.
your being
It's wholesome.
and the mood.
Yeah. And it develops your discerning power. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.